Alright guys, the next video on our channel is public land Utah mountain lion hunt with pro staffer Kayla and his buddy Alex. They get one down with a rifle, one down with a bow, and the hounds are running. Stay tuned, we got lots more videos on the way.
Hey guys, I'm Kalen Solacek. Me and my good buddy Alex Meniga are just getting back from Provo, Utah on our first ever mountain lion hunt. So as we're going into day one, we find a couple tracks, nothing crazy. So we let the dogs work on the freshest track we had. They followed it for quite a ways, but they ended up losing it. I don't know if they came across another scent of a different track, and they just never could catch up with it. I'm Kalen Solacek. This is my good buddy Alex Meniga. We're out here in Utah for our first ever mountain lion hunt.
I've got a buddy named Cody. He's got hounds. Let's see if we can get something treated this week.
See you tomorrow.
Huh?
Not that hard. now we're going into day 2, and Mark is with a different crew looking for tracks. So we meet up with them, and they came across a female and a pretty big tom track. But the tom track looked about 8 to 10 hours old, and the female seemed pretty fresh. So we decided just to let the dogs track on that freshest track. And I mean, an hour goes past, the dogs are working up on this ridge, and they're barking like crazy. Well, we thought maybe that the canyon was holding them from coming back down to us, you know, back to the ranger where we were at. And we just let them work a little bit, and they're still barking in that same spot. So we think that something's in the tree, and we don't know what. So we decided to walk up the ridge, and Alex is up first. He's using the 22-250, and we get to the tree, and there's a lion in there, and they look it over. They don't know if it's a small little tom or a female, and we actually end up letting the lion come out of the tree. We threw sticks at it to get it to come running down so we could let the dogs work it, and it actually ran down closer to where the vehicle was. So if we did end up shooting it, it was going to be an easier drag down the canyon. So we get to the second tree where we get the lion, and Alex decided he wants to shoot it.
Once you get past Kelly's Canyon and you get going up through that stuff where the slide come down, if you start running out of tracks, like you ain't seeing nothing, then just turn around. There's no sense in going to the top. Yeah, deer, elk, anything like that. If it's like there's just nothing up there. The female kittens and the big one went the same way?
Yep.
Wanna know what sucks? Are they breaking through or walking right on top?
So, the big one was yesterday late afternoon where
Breaking
it's punching
through.
right through down to the dirt.
Oh, you want me to take it?
Well, day 2 here in Utah. We got the dogs in the back here. We got about one female, one big male up on the hill. We'll see if we can get done.
We see the single cat, and down the road where we hit the big one that was, you know, obviously late
Did
yesterday.
anything else come off this hillside?
So after the fork, if you go up a ways, a kitten and the female come off that side, go into the bottom, come across the fork, and then cut across. Ready? Yep.
Huh? Oh, you hit it good, but it's still
It's bleeding. It's
oh, he's got some blood here. He's gonna be right down the wall.
Day 2 here in Utah, and Alex just got one. On the second day here, we're just working down the mountain now. Female.
hard drag, Alex.
Yeah, it's heavy. So as we get into day 3, Mark, and he actually spots that tom track again on the next day, but the snow is actually getting a little tougher. The first layer kind of melted, and now it's lines are walking on the top. And he actually found another female track track too, and we think it was with a kitten, but we weren't sure. So we let the dogs run on the male track, and they get to chasing something. They got something treed in a little brush that we know of, and it must have jumped out. We don't know if it was a bobcat, but they trailed that thing forever. I mean, it almost took all day for those dogs to stop and give up on whatever they were chasing. So we're thinking it was a bobcat because they'll run forever and they're hard to treat. A mountain lion, they don't have much of a lung capacity, so they're more than likely going to treat right away if they got a dog on their tail. So we don't really come up with anything on day 3, so we're going into day 4. We have a different crew. Cody's dad, Tony, he found a female track, so we ended up loading up snowmobiles and the 4-wheelers with tracks, because that was the only way we could get out there. I mean, there's only 55-inch gates you can get through, so we couldn't take the Ranger with the tracks or anything. So we all get up in there, and we're getting to look at this track, and we think maybe there's a kitten with it. We can't really tell. So we just let the dogs out anyways, and they don't take them very long, and they got something treed. But what was weird is they were bouncing between 2 different trees that were about 150 yards to 200 yards apart. So we couldn't really tell what was going on. So we kind of just let them work for a while. And me and Cody decided to take the snowmobile and go out in the first main road that we can get around and get closer to where these dogs have this whatever's treed. And so we're dropping off the hillside of the canyon. Me and Tony are. We got about a 180-yard walk down to the tree where the dogs are barking. And as we get to the tree, I look up and I'm like, holy cow, this looks like a decent lion. And his dad gets over the radio and he's walking in from the other direction. And he's like, you'll never believe what I have in this tree. He's got 2 lions down there in his tree, and he says they're decently big. And we get over the radio and we're like, we got one up here that looks to be a tom. And so we're sitting there looking at it, and the lion decides to jump out of the tree, and it comes down 5 yards from us. So as it's running down the canyon, we get over the radio and we're like, hey, ours jumped out, it's coming your way. And not no 10 seconds later, he's like, you'll never guess what happened. We got 3 lions in 1 tree. Cody asked me if this is a cat that I want to take, and I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty big to me. You know, I'm not used to seeing mountain lions. So, and the sad part is, when he told me to go grab my bow, well, that was 300 yards down the canyon. So I had to hike down the canyon to go grab my bow, and by the time I got back up to the tree, I was pretty much dead. So I sat there for a while to catch my breath and get myself together.
Let's see it.
Go check it out.
You really want to stay?
That's a pain in the ass on that side.
That's over there?
Oh fuck.
Three-line street and the same tree. Walking up now, we're gonna see if we can get a shot off.
Yeah, we'll get it. He's pushing it off. We're good. Attaboy.
Got nuts, Cody?
I'm pretty sure.
I start driving it down the mountain and I realized I set my camera up with the other guys. They actually went up the mountain to grab the snowmobile that I came off with. So I actually didn't have nothing to film with on the way back down the ridge. So that kind of sucked. I lost a lot of footage there. But I can't thank Cody and his hounds enough. I mean, that was a great experience. That's something that I'll probably never do again. So killing a lion to that age, I mean, in that area was pretty good. I mean, they made it sound like they're lucky to get to 4 and 5. It's all public ground, so I mean it's tough hunting. A lot of people are doing it. The season's open all year round now, so I mean everyone's doing it and everyone's killing pretty much everything they treat. So, but these guys are die-hard hunters. I mean, they do it for their hounds. They love to train them. these guys will go out and just tree lines and not even shoot them. So I mean, they're there just to have fun with the hounds and get out, and that's their lifestyle around there. So I can't thank them enough. You know, Alex killed a nice line, so we killed 2 and we actually seen 4. So I thought that was great. So hopefully you guys like this video. We'll see you on the next one.